Why your manifestations are stuck and how to finally get results. Welcome back to the Neville Goddard son of Abdullah channel. Let's get one thing clear. If you're not seeing your manifestations, it's not because manifestation doesn't work. The truth is, you're likely missing one key step that nobody's telling you. Today, we're going deep, breaking down Neville Goddard's law of assumption, plus some hidden gems from the Gnostic teachings. By the end of this video, you won't just understand why your manifestations have stalled, you'll know exactly how to fix it. And let's be real, once you master this, life will never look the same again. The real meaning of heaven, it's not what you've been taught. Okay, so let's start with the heavy hitter. Heaven. Chances are you've been taught the traditional definition, a place you go after you die, up in the clouds filled with angels and harps. But what if I told you that this is the exoteric version? Meaning the surface-level, watered-down explanation that's fed to the masses. Neville Goddard and the Gnostic Christians believed something entirely different. Heaven isn't a place you go to when you die. Heaven is a state of consciousness that you enter while you're still alive. And here's the kicker. The moment you enter heaven, your external world will start to reflect it. In other words, if you're not seeing your manifestations, it's because you haven't entered that inner state of heaven. Act 2. The law of assumption, how you're using it wrong. Now, Neville taught that the law of assumption is the key to manifestation. Whatever you assume to be true, your subconscious mind accepts as fact, and it brings that reality to you. Simple, right? But here's the problem. Most people are doing it wrong. They say they're manifesting, they're saying the affirmations, but deep down, they don't actually believe it. And that's why nothing is changing. Let me give you an example. You've heard people talk about manifesting money, right? They say all the right things, I am abundant. Money flows to me easily. But as soon as an unexpected bill shows up, what happens? They panic. That panic is the opposite of abundance, it's lack. And the universe picks up on that. Gnostic secrets. The inner world creates the outer world. Now let's talk about the Gnostic Christians. These guys were next level when it came to understanding the connection between the inner and outer worlds. They believed that everything you see in your external life is a reflection of your internal state. Sound familiar? That's because it's exactly what Neville taught. In Gnostic teachings, there's something called the pleroma, which translates to fullness. It's the idea that when you align with your true divine nature, what Neville would call the Christ within, you become a powerful creator. The material world is just a reflection of your inner reality. If you're seeing chaos outside, guess what? There's chaos inside. If you want abundance, you have to become abundant internally. The practical steps, how to enter heaven and manifest. So how do you apply all this? It's simple but not easy. Here's how you do it. Step 1. Control your mental diet. Think of your mind as a garden. You can't expect roses if you keep planting weeds. Your thoughts, beliefs, and self-talk are the seeds. If you're constantly thinking about how things aren't working out, or how hard life is, you're planting weeds. To manifest what you want, you have to weed out those negative thoughts and replace them with the seeds of your desired reality. Step 2. Assume the wish fulfilled. Neville always said, assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled. But here's what most people miss. This isn't just a one-time thing. You have to live in that assumption 24/7. It's like putting on a new outfit. You don't take it off just because you don't see results right away. Stay in the state of your wish fulfilled. Step 3. Persist, even when it feels like nothing's happening. This is where most people quit. They assume the wish fulfilled for a few days, but then nothing happens, so they give up. Here's the truth. Your old reality is like a rubber band. When you stretch into a new state of being, the old reality will try to snap back. But if you persist, eventually that old reality breaks and the new one takes over. Step 4. Let go of the how. This might be the hardest step of all. Once you've assumed the wish fulfilled, let go of how it's going to happen. Your job is to focus on the end result, not the middle steps. Trust the process. The universe, or your higher self, knows what it's doing. The proof. Real results. Let me hit you with a real-life story. James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits had a near-death accident that derailed his baseball career. Doctors told him he'd never be an athlete again. But instead of accepting that reality, he started applying the law of assumption. Without even realizing it, he assumed the feeling of being healthy, strong, and athletic, even when his body was telling him the opposite. Today, he's not only a best-selling author, but also one of the most sought-after performance coaches in the world. He rebuilt his life from a state of brokenness by assuming a new reality. Now, if you're thinking, but I've tried all of this, and I'm still not seeing results, let me tell you why. Chances are you're not fully committed to your new reality. You're dipping your toes in, testing the waters, but you're not diving in head first. That's the difference between people who manifest quickly and those who stay stuck. They become their new state of being and don't look back. Another reason? You might still be reacting to the 3D world. If you're letting what you see dictate how you feel, you're giving away your power. Remember, the external world is just a mirror. Change the inner world first. So, what's stopping you? The answer is nothing but your own inner resistance. You've got everything you need right now to create the life you want. It's not some distant dream. It's as close as your next assumption. You don't need to grind, hustle, or suffer to get there. You just need to shift your consciousness. Heaven isn't out there. It's within you, waiting for you to claim it. Take this as your call to action. Assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled right now and don't waver. Because here's the truth. Your manifestations are waiting for you to step into your power. Need more help with manifestation? Sign up for a consultation from the link in our description and become a member of our private YouTube community and Patreon. If this resonated with you, hit that like button, share it with someone who's ready to change their life, and subscribe for more content that will help you become the master of your reality. Drop a comment below if you're ready to enter heaven today and start manifesting the life you deserve. Your world is waiting. It's time to create it.